Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Nick, better known online for my gaming work under the alias Avialence. But today I'm here with the vlog for Thursday, January 23rd. It's almost been a month that I've been doing these and it's quite crazy, so I hope you guys are still enjoying them. But we are in a different location today, as you guys can see. This is actually the game room on my parents' property. Me and my dad, when we first moved down here 3 years ago, decided that we were going to do a little bit of a game room and collect signs and stuff. You guys are just seeing a small portion of it. Obviously you see this pinball machine there. That's from the late 70s, early 80s. We actually helped rebuild it and stuff, which is really cool. Really cool pinball machine, although the scoreboard is still a little, yeah, it's kind of screwed up. I was planning on filming this vlog downtown because the topic is perfect for filming it on a college campus, that topic being motivation. We'll get into in a second. But I was thinking, you know, well, how can I film this when it is scheiß kalt outside? I probably mispronounced that, but that is German for shit cold. It is literally shit cold. It is so cold out. It was 20 degrees, 19 degrees actually this morning when I was down on campus. And I had the camera on and everything and I was like, let's do this, but my hands were like so cold. I think I'm becoming a southerner. But when there's warmer weather and we're all wearing shorts and stuff, we'll be doing some vlogs outside, so rest assured, as soon as it's not extremely cold, I will happily do some outside. I want to shoot some on campus as well, so we will be doing that. Now, on to today's topic, which is actually motivation. So, motivation is something that came up. I was looking through, topic lists, and basically what I do is I have a whiteboard. I would go ahead and I'm like, boom, these are the topics. I don't do that fast, but I write out topics, suggestions from you guys and stuff like that, and I'm like, what can I talk about today? Motivation is definitely a big one of those big topics that I've always wanted to talk about, and it's definitely been pretty prominent in my life lately with school starting back up, as well as me starting projects like vlogging every week and stuff of that nature. So what is motivation? I mean, I would consider it as something that drives you. Like, how do I get motivated to do this? How do I get motivated to jump off this cliff? How do I get motivated to read this textbook? How do I get motivated to write this 40-page dissertation? Can never pronounce that word right the first time. But essentially motivation is everywhere. Motivation is something we consistently use and something that we always need to be worried about. And the big thing is, how do we get motivated? For me, motivation comes in many different shapes and forms. I mean, personally, I'm really motivated when it comes to making YouTube videos for you guys. I have my down days where I'm kind of like, I'm filming a Let's Play, for example, or I'm doing a gameplay walkthrough, and then one of the edits just doesn't work, and it's like, and you want to punch a wall in the face a lot, and, it kills your motivation. But how I get hyped up for stuff can actually be pretty interesting, and I'm honestly curious what you guys do to get hyped up as well. But motivation these days, I think, is really hard to kind of conjure up, right? It's hard to summon out of your body to make you want to do things. Now, the two key things that I am terrible motivation-wise for are reading textbooks, specifically for class. I don't mind reading at all. As a matter of fact, I read consistently as long as it's not for a class I'm taking. If I have a class I'm taking, I typically don't read for that class just because that textbook does not interest me. It's supposed to be the class that interests me. Now, I think this is one of the big things that, obviously it's one of my big two, but it's one of the big things that some students have difficulty with. Most of my friends that I've talked to have a difficult time reading the textbook or getting motivated to read the textbook when they have a teacher who is a teacher, professor, student teacher, whatever, right in front of them who's working to explain what that textbook would tell you anyway. It's really hard to get people into textbooks to drive and stuff. I mean, journalism, for example, I would much rather hear about interviewing from a professor who's done hundreds of interviews in his career compared to a book which is, could be written by that same professor, but it isn't stimulating to me. I don't want to read that. But yet, when I want to read Umbreon Pokemon skill sets, because I just got my Umbreon, score! I am totally okay doing that, right? I'll read those skill sets, I'll read through that, I'll read that for days, and I try to pick which skill set works for me. It's all about motivation to do something. So school textbooks is one of the worst. I think it's also due to the high prices that we pay for them, which I will be discussing in a vlog next week or the week after, but it's definitely something that's kind of killed me. The second motivational factor that's really got me is working out. Now, I mean, I stay pretty healthy. I mean, I'm not, really overweight or anything like that. I keep myself in decent shape. I run on the elliptical a couple times a week, but that's really it. And honestly, I think what killed that is martial arts. So for those of you who don't know, I was actually a martial artist. I did Taekwondo, which is hand, foot, and mind. But I did Taekwondo for 13 years straight. I got my 3rd degree black belt. I was working on my 4th degree black belt. There's a bird chirping right there that I really, really hope you can't hear in this vlog. Shut up, bird. Go away. It's like moving. Well, he's probably going to continue to chirp anyway, so. But as I was saying with martial arts, I did it for 13 years. I got my 3rd degree black belt. I was working on my 4th. And I went to martial arts religiously. I had my days when I was younger, because I started when I was 6. But, you know, it didn't really fade out of me or anything like that. But it got to the point where, you know, it started to get really repetitive. I was doing more teaching than I was actually working or training for myself. And it started to become a big time commitment that I couldn't focus on. And it was just a lot of repetitiveness. Now, I had a good time with it nonetheless, but when it came down to it, after I quit martial arts, working out, not something I'm really interested in. Now, I'm not saying I hate working out. As a matter of fact, I love working out. When I work out, I feel so much better. But I haven't done it for the last couple of years, and I honestly can't tell you why. I think that's something where motivation kicks in for me, and that's something that I want to, you know, do. I want to be motivated to do. And I mean, like, a perfect example is when I watch a movie and there's a dude with a six-pack and he's got all these ladies, I'm like, bro, that could be me. Nonetheless, I mean, that motivates me to go do something, right? Movies are one of the big things, television too, and it's not like, oh my god, I'm going to go marry a vampire or something like that. But it's just stuff like inspirational stories that really kind of kick me up and are like, wow, I could do that, you know? And then I do it for a day and I'm like, God, that sucks. And then I gotta move on. And working out's one of those two things that really, really bites me in the ass. And I have a schedule. I have my buddy Nick write me a schedule. I have all the workouts. I know all the workouts. It's just a matter of doing it, waking up in the morning, doing it. I'm not motivated to get out of bed because, you know, staying in it is so much warmer. How can I inspire motivation in these things? I really don't know. And that's why I'm kind of curious with this vlog. This is more of a question vlog than anything else. What problems do you guys have when it comes to motivation? I mean, are you the same with me? Workout, textbooks. Are you motivated to not finish games? I mean, that's one of my big ones. I don't finish a lot of games anymore. Are you not motivated to ask someone out? Or, you know, stuff like that. Please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys on this one. So tell me what motivates you or what you have problems with when it comes to getting motivated for. I mean, one of my favorite examples in my personal life is writing papers. So when it comes down to it with papers, I'm actually pretty bad. I'm not a bad writer by any means. I'm a journalist. I mean, I know how to write. I know how to crank out a paper. And when I'm focused, I can do a paper in 2-3 hours. The problem for me is getting motivated to do that paper. You know, it'll be due Monday, and I'll get it assigned like, you know, the previous Monday. It's like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Oh, well, I guess I got to do it now. And when I get to that point, it's a little hard to get motivated. But I found out that listening to epic orchestral music does wonders. Boom! Listen to like music from 300, Independence Day, stuff like that. Man, I get pumped up, I finish that paper. So if that works for you in any which way, I definitely recommend trying it if you haven't already. But anyway guys, that's kind of my thoughts on motivation for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We are in a different location and stuff. If you guys are interested in me doing some more here, giving you a tour of the place, feel free to let me know. Next week we're going to be talking about my gaming setup. I'm going to walk you through my Nerd HQ, my nerd office. And I'm also going to be talking about education and should you work for free, which I think will be very interesting too. So those are the 2 topics for next week, guys. I know, typical YouTube pitch kind of thing, but if you enjoyed the video and I haven't said it already, because I have all these thoughts and all these cuts and edits and I'm not really sure what's going to end up in the vlog, but I put it in there anyway. Like the video. I would really appreciate your guys' support. If you think that your friends would enjoy this as well, please feel free to share the video with your friends on your social media sites and help me keep vlogging. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And again, my name's Nick. Suggest me a topic in the comments below and tell me what motivates you.